Hi, I'm Dimity Sky. Thank you so much for meeting me on the mat today for this full body heart opening flow. This flow is appropriate for most levels. However, I do add in a few more intermediate to advanced poses, such as some binds and bird of paradise, also option for wheel pose. But make sure that you take any modifications you need and take breaks whenever you need as well. Move with your breath. It's so important that we move in a way that our breath isn't catching up with us, but that our breath is leading us and guiding us. This flow is lethal in releasing energy that is holding us back. So any stagnant energy, any negative energy, any tension in the body, this flow, I guarantee you, will release all of that stuff and set you free, leaving you feeling light and spacious. You won't need any props for it. However, as usual, I've got my bolster, I've got my blocks, and I've got a blanket. Other than that, just yourself is needed in some comfy clothes, a mat if you have one. Otherwise, just space on the floor will work equally as well. Get ready, and I'll see you soon. We'll start class today in a comfortable seated position. If you have a bolster or a blanket, even a block or something that you can prop yourself up on, that might be handy. It's always nice to elevate the hips up higher than the knees, and it helps to elongate the spine. So once you're comfortable, you can take any hand position, so either palms facing down, or I like to take Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers gently touching. Other three fingers are facing upwards. Shut down your eyes, or you can keep them open, softly gazing in front. And start to follow your breath. Feeling the breath rise up from your belly, into your ribs, into your chest. Exhale. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just a couple more. Inhale. Feeling the breath rise all the way up from your belly. Filling your lungs completely. Exhale it out completely. One more deep breath in. And sigh it out. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, into prayer, and take a bow to honor yourself, to honor the practice, and to honor each other. Let's open today's practice with the sound of one single Om. Please join me if you feel comfortable. Deep breath in. Open up your eyes and bring yourself over into tabletop position. Bringing your hands directly underneath your shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips. If you like, you can bring the hands to face inwards towards the knees. Cat-cow, inhale as you gaze up. Exhale, round. Tuck your toes as you round your spine. Again, untuck, inhale, gaze up. Exhale as you round. Untuck, inhale. Exhale. Again, untuck, inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Come back to center, bring your hands back to face forward and walk them forward. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog, and just start to pedal the feet out. Move your feet from side to side, just make any sort of movements that feel good. And then raise your right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip and circle the hip around. Nice big circles. Straighten your leg, flex your toes, spin your right hip point down to square your hip. Exhale as you bring the knee into the nose, round your spine and step the foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Inhale as you sweep hands up. Exhale, open up the chest for a little back bend here. And then plant your hands, straighten your front leg and flex your toes in. Relax your head and neck. Plant your front foot, plant your hands, step it up and back, downward facing dog. Left side, raise left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, circle the hip around. Now straighten your leg, flex your toes, spin left hip point down to square your hip. Exhale, knee into nose, round your spine. Then step foot in between hands, lower back knee down. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale, open up through the chest. And then plant your hands, straighten your front leg and flex your toes in. Now plant your foot, plant your hands, lift back knee up, step it back, and downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank position. Lower your knees, untuck toes, lower your chest. And bring your feet about hip width apart and your hands to either side of the mat. So you want your hands nice and wide, prop up onto your fingertips, press down into the mat with the tops of your feet, and start to make some undulating movements up and down. Moving with your breath, inhale up, and exhale down. And each time you raise yourself up, see if you can get a little more space through the spine and through the heart. Moving with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just a couple more here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now come down, raise your feet off and bring the heels together. Bring your arms behind you, clasp your hands. Inhale, up into locust pose. Crown of head reaches forward and your shoulder blades reach back. Your whole backside body engaged. Not going for height, you're going for length. Reach forward and back same time for 3, for 2, and 1. Then slowly release, plant your hands, tuck toes, send hips up and back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up, spin right hip point down to square hip, flex your toes. Exhale, bring knee into nose, round spine, step foot in between hands, lower back knee down. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale, open up through the chest. And then bring your arms behind you and feel for pulling your arms down and your chest forward. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Then release, plant your hands, straighten your front leg, flex your toes in. See if you can get a little more depth this time. Plant your front foot, plant your hands, step it up and back. Adho Mukha, downward dog. Raise left leg up, flex toes, spin left hip point down. Exhale, knee to nose, round spine. Step foot in between hands, lower back knee down. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale, open up through the chest. Bring your arms behind you. And again, draw your arms back and your chest forward. Hold. And release. Plant your hands. Straighten your front leg. Flex your toes in. Relax your head. Plant your foot. Plant hands. Step it up and back. Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Lower your knees. Untuck toes. Lower chest. And bring your right arm out to the right. Right cheek on the mat. Prop on up onto your left fingertips. Take your left leg up and over the top of the right. Hold right here or raise left arm up. Bring it behind the back. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. And left arm comes out to the left. Left cheek on the mat. Prop on up onto your right fingertips. Right leg comes up and over the top of the left. Stay right here or raise right arm up. Bring it behind the back. Hold. Opening up through your heart for 3. Stretching out your chest for 2. Releasing all of those things that don't serve you for 1. Slowly release. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, press up and back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise. Sweep your hands up. Clasp your hands in Kali Mudra pistol grip. So every finger interlaced except middle or index. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale, the hips go right and the fingers left. Arms should be grazing your ear, getting nice and long through your side body. Inhale back to center, reach up. Exhale for the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale the breath. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale for a little back bend. So the chest moves forward and the arms move back. Pressing your hips forward. Hold. For 3, keep your arms straight. Elbows pulling in for 2. And 1, slowly release. And then just start to swing the arms. So allow yourself to get nice and relaxed, nice and floppy, releasing any tension through the arms, through the chest. Arms go overhead, forwards and backwards. 1 more forwards, 1 more backwards. And then little rotation of the spine. Keeping that soft bend in the knees. Just here for 3, 2, and 1. And then finding your Tadasana position. So feet will be either hip width apart or big toes together, heels slightly apart. Sun salutations. We're going to move through 3 nice and mindful slow rounds. Inhale as you sweep hands up, reach up. Exhale as you fold, relax your head and neck. Inhale to a halfway lift, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hop or step it back. And for this first one, we'll take a modified version. So you lower the knees, untuck your toes, lower the chest. Inhale up to cobra, thighs and pelvis still on the mat, your elbows are bent. Exhale as you lower, tuck toes, plant hands, press up and back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. And take some deep breaths here, feeling that breath rise up through the soles of your feet, through the inseams of the legs, all the way up. And then all the way down your spine, down your arms, back into the earth. On your next inhale, hop or step to the front. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise, sweep hands up. And exhale, hands down. And by your side. Again, inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale as you fold, relax your head and neck. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Take that modified version or lower chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. And exhale to Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Now lower your knees down and lower your elbow points down. Clasp a hold of your hands. We're coming up into Dolphin pose. So essentially down dog on your forearms. So you press on up and then see if you can walk the feet in towards your elbows. Pressing down into the mat with your elbow points. Breathing deep, opening up and strengthening through the shoulders. One more breath here. And then slowly release, walk the feet all the way back. See if you can find yourself in a forearm plank. If you need to lower the knees, you can. Hold. For 3, 2, and 1. And then lower the knees down. Lower yourself all the way down, taking Vinyasa. So your left arm comes parallel across the front of the mat. Bend into your right leg and then reach around, grab a hold on top of the foot and pull it on in. Now more flexible, you're going to be able to pivot your elbow. So your elbow is facing to the back of your mat and then your hands are to the base of the foot. Hold here. And you're not pulling the foot in towards the buttocks, you're pulling it to the side. Coming into a back bend, but also a hip opener. Stretching out through our thighs, our quads. Slowly release, other side. Right arm parallel. Bend your left foot. Take that left foot, and if you can, you'll pivot your elbow to face to the back. Hold here, keep your gaze steady. Holding for 3, for 2, and 1. And then very slowly release. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, send yourself up and back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to rise, sweep your hands up. And exhale, hands down and by your side. Now standing on your left foot, you're going to bend into your right foot. So similar to Vinyasa, but with a little balance involved. So find your drishti, your non-moving point. So bending into that right leg. If you need to, you can extend your left arm out to the left for balance. Otherwise, catch a hold of the right foot with both hands. Open up through the chest. Stretch out the quad and the thigh. Hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Now bring that leg all the way up and flex your foot. Flex your toes. sit it over the top. I'm going to pivot so you guys can see me. See if I can pivot without dropping the leg. Oh, yep, I got it. All right, flex your foot, hands in prayer, inhale. Exhale, sit it on down. Now you're going to stay right here, or you're going to take Kali Mudra with the hands again, so every finger interlaced except middle and index, and then bring that around the back. Come on down, hold and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Release the arms, leg comes up and release. Other side, standing on right leg, bend into left leg. Either extend right arm out, if you can, grab a hold of the foot. Keep your gaze steady, hold. Open up through the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Then bring that foot all the way through, flex your foot. Sit the left foot over the right, hands in prayer, inhale. Exhale, sit it down, keep your gaze steady. Stay right here, or bring the arms behind you, clasp the hands. Hold. For 3. Stay for 2. And 1, slowly release. Bring the foot up and release. Feet about hip width apart. Bring the arms behind you, open up through the chest, inhale. Exhale as you fold. Relax your head and neck. You can bend the knees as much as you need to here. As you begin to soften into it, you can straighten the legs. Hold. For 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Then very slowly release. Come all the way up. Roll shoulder blades down your back. And Tadasana. Feet hip width apart or heels together. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Take your vinyasa, lower the knees if you need, otherwise lower chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale to Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Step your right foot in between the hands, lower the back knee down. Untuck your back toes. Inhale, sweep hands up. Hands in Kali Mudra, again, pistol grip. Inhale as you stretch up. And exhale as the chest moves forward and the arms move back. So you're not sinking into your lower back here. You're inhaling up, getting length, and then exhale. Inhale back to center. Now do that again with the knee down, or tuck your toes. Bring yourself all the way up into a high lunge. And then inhale, we stretch up. Strong straight back leg. Exhale, the chest moves forward and the arms move back. Hold. For 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly release. Now you're going to, if your knee was down, you're going to press yourself up. We all meet in a high lunge and then pivot for your warrior 2. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see me. Reaching forward and back same time. Now take that back hand, bring it behind the back, flip front palm, inhale, reverse. Strong reach through that top hand. And exhale for side angle. Rest elbow on knee or bring the hand to the pinky toe side of the foot on a block if you have one. Reach forward. Gaze is up. Hold. For 3. Stay for 2. And 1, and then slowly release, come all the way up, and then take it into side lunge or skandasana to the back of your mat, and just start to shift the hips backwards and forths. You can make any sort of movements that feel good here. And getting intuitive with these movements. Move as fast or as slow as feels good. One more to the front. And then we all meet at the back. And then you can stay right here if you like in your side lunge or skandasana. If it's in your practice, if that heel is down, you can plant your left hand, reach your right arm up. Stay right here or take the bind so that right arm comes behind, left arm comes around, open up through the chest. Holds. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. And then press on up, windmill the hands, step it back, and take a Vinyasa. We all meet in Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee down, untuck your back toes. Inhale, sweep hands up. Hands in Kali Mudra. You can keep them apart if that feels more comfortable for you. Inhale, stretch up. Find length. Exhale, chest forward, arms back. Inhale back to center and take that again. Otherwise, tuck your back toes, lift yourself up, high lunge, strong through the back leg. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chest forward, arms back. Hold. Inhale back. If you are down, lift yourself up and we all meet in Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Reach forward and back same time. Take that back hand, bring it behind the back, flip front palm, inhale, reverse. And exhale for side angle, elbow on knee or to the outside, pinky toe side of the foot. Reach forward, gaze up, hold. Inhale all the way back. Take it to side lunge or skandasana to the back of your mat. And again, just start to shift the hips backwards and forths. Getting intuitive with your movements. Take one more to the front. One more to the back. And stay right here for a moment. Otherwise, plant your right hand, raise your left arm up, stay here, or left arm behind, right arm around, take a bind, open, hold. 3, 2, and 1, and then slowly release. Press on up, windmill the hands, step it back, take your Vinyasa, lower. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, roll on back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Now from here, hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise, sweep your hands up. And exhale, hands down. And by your side, Nadajarasana, our dancer pose. So you start with the left foot down, grab a hold around the right foot, knees together. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale as you tip it forward. Holds. 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1, slowly release. Release the foot. Take a moment, let that energy settle. Other side. Bend into the left foot, grabbing a hold around the big toe side of the foot, so the inside palm faces out. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale as you tip it forward. Reach, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Release the foot. Take a moment for the energy to settle. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then step your feet out to the wide part of your mat. And bring your heels in, toes out. Clasp your hands and then turn them upside down. Bring the arms all the way up. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale as you come down for your goddess position. Bring the arms behind you, open up through the chest, hold. Inhale, stretch up. Again, exhale. One more like that. Inhale up. Lion's breath as you come down. Inhale up. And release your hands. Bring your hands, come on down, back into your goddess pose. Bring the hands to the insides of the thighs. Inhale. Exhale as you drop your right shoulder in. Inhale back to center. Exhale for the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to rise. Bring your feet to face forward, even slightly pigeon-toed. Arms out and behind. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale as you fold, Prasarita C. Relax your head and neck. Squeeze your palms together. Hold. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Come all the way up. Arms out by your side. And take a step to the front of your mat. Vinyasa, inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Lower down. Inhale to upward. And exhale to downward facing dog. Step your right foot in between the hands, pivot on your back foot, inhale up, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1, bend into your front knee. Hands can be together or apart, gazes forward or up, hold. Now straighten your front leg, bring the arms behind you, draw them down your back, inhale. Exhale, bend into your front knee, stay right here, or humble warrior, bringing your right shoulder to the inner right knee, hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release as you press on up, and then release the hands into Virabhadrasana 2. Now, bring your right shoulder down on the right knee, your left arm behind the back. Now you can either stay right here or you're going to reach for the bind. So you reach under either for the hand or the wrist and then open up through the chest. Hold. Now option to stay right here or try a bird of paradise. So you're going to step that back foot up and then press into your left foot as you Raise your right leg up. You can stay right here or straighten the leg, hold. For 3. Open the chest for 2. And 1. Slowly release. Release the foot. Step the left foot back. Release the hands. Optional vinyasa or press on back, Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Inhale as you rise. And exhale as you press on back. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Step your left foot in between the hands, pivot on back foot. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Hold here for a moment, hands apart or together, gazes forward or up. Now straighten that front leg, interlace the hands behind the back, open up the chest, draw the arms back down behind you, bend into the front knee, stay right here or humble warrior. Left shoulder pressing against left inner knee, hold. Now inhale, press on up. Open up Virabhadrasana 2 just for a moment and then take that side angle position. Left elbow resting on left thigh. Take that right hand, bring it behind the back. Either stay right here or that left hand comes around. Right arm reaches and grabs a hold. For the bind, open up through the chest, hold, gaze up. Now you can pause whenever you need to and come out of it. If you can, take that right leg, step it up next to the left, press into the right foot, raise your left leg up. Open up through the chest. You can stay right here or straighten the leg. Hold. Open up the chest for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Step it back. Right foot steps back, release. Optional vinyasa or press back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Inhale as you rise. And exhale as you press on back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale as you roll forward to plank. Lower the knees if you need, otherwise lower down through chaturanga. All the way down. And from here, you can either just come into a cobra position, so hands forward, you feel for pulling the chest forward and the arms back. Here's a great place to stay. Or you can bring the middle fingers to the corners of the mat and press on up into your Sphinx pose. If it's in your practice, you're going to lower down, bend both knees, reach around, grab a hold of the outsides of the feet, Dhanurasana, bow pose. Press pelvis into the mat on an exhale. Inhale, gentle kick up. Gazing forward on the nose, Nasi Drishti, nose tip focus, hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, nice and easy. Plant your hands. And press on up, coming back onto your knees. If you have knee sensitivity, then you can come up into a high kneeling position. Otherwise, just come onto your knees. Shut down your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Letting that energy settle. And from here, open the eyes if they're closed. Right hand catches the right heel. Take your left arm, sweep it all the way up. Reach through that left hand. You can take Jnana Mudra if you like. Getting nice and long through your whole left side. Inhale back to center. Other side, catch a hold of the left heel. Swing your right arm up, reach through that right hand. Option for Jnana Mudra. One more breath. Slowly release. And then press on up. We'll take full Ustrasana, camel pose. So you've got a couple of different options. You can, if you like, you can use your blocks, which will be right next to your heels if you have blocks. So you're welcome to use blocks there if you need to. Otherwise, you can tuck your toes. That'll give you a little more height. More developed in your back bending, you can keep your toes untucked. That's fine. Another option is a really gentle option, is just to place your hands just above the buttocks and then a gentle tip forward. So you'll start here. This is option 1. Option 2, hands on blocks on any setting. Option 3, toes tucked. And then most developed option, toes untucked. Roll your shoulders back and down, reach back. And if you feel comfortable, tilt the head back. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Come on down and let that energy settle. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And then from here, you can either just extend the legs forward, coming into a Dandasana position, or take an optional Vinyasa. So just come on forward. Plank, Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And then hop or step it through. Bringing your legs all the way through and down Dandasana. Hands next to your trocaners, those bony bits. Flex your toes in, press down into the mat with the back of your legs to gently lift your heels. Crown reaches tall, chin slightly tucked, hold. Staff pose. And then slowly release out of that. Come all the way down. Bring your heels in. You should just be able to tap your heels with your hands. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now hold here, clasp your hands underneath your buttocks and shimmy the shoulders underneath. Lift your hips up nice and high. Hold. Now if this is enough for you, you're going to stay here. Otherwise release the hands and just use them to gently prop your hips up. So hands just above your sacrum, lower back, hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Release on down. Now you're going to take that again. You take a bridge pose with any modification you like. Otherwise, if it's in your practice, you can take a wheel pose. Rotate your hands. Take a breath in. Exhale. Press on up.
If you're in your wheel pose, take any variation you like. You can walk the hands back or the feet forward. Get nice and long. Lifting up through your hips, hold. Stretching out through your psoas line. For 3, 2, and 1. Now either lower the whole way down, or if it's in your practice, you can walk your feet in, walk your hands in, and on an inhale breath, you will stand up. And if you're standing, take a vinyasa, and we all meet on our back. Inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. And exhale. Coming all the way through and down. We all meet here. Taking active rest, bringing the knees in, the feet out. Then hug your knees in. Now take a happy baby pose, grabbing hold of the insides of the outsides of the feet, even around the ankles. More flexible, you can take a straddle if you like, really opening up through the legs. One more breath here. And then bring the legs back together and straighten your left leg. Stretch out either above or below the right knee joint, more flexible around the toes. And then take that right foot, cross it over the top of the left for a reclined pigeon. Reach on through behind the thigh or around the shin. Stay right here, or if you want to go deeper, you can extend that left leg. And you'll cradle, just move my blocks out the way, cradle your right leg in. You can move that right leg around, making any sort of movements that feel good. And then hug your right knee in, right knee over to the left for a twist. Taking some deep breaths here. Slowly inhale back to center and extend your left leg up, straighten your right leg, stretching out above or below the knee joint. Keeping your attention on the areas of release. So if in this instance, it'll be your calves and hamstrings. Now cross your left leg over the top of the right, reach on through, behind the thigh or around the shin. Keep your left toes flexed in. If you like, you can take that deeper option, cradling the leg in. Now your left knee comes into the chest and over to the right for a twist. Inhale back to center. And now from here, you can either take a Viparita Karani, you can use your bolster or blanket or block, something to elevate your hips, and then just raise the legs up. So you're welcome to stay there, or take a shoulder stand, extend the legs all the way up. Hold in your shoulder stand. And then very slowly, you can begin to bring the legs overhead for your plow. When you feel comfortable, if you feel comfortable, interlace the hands, shimmy the shoulders underneath you, and relax into it. Take some deep breaths here. Allow your body just to relax, relax, relax. One more breath here. And slowly release, one vertebrae at a time. Extending your legs out, forward, arms overhead. Inhale, exhale as you roll on up. Inhale and exhale, relax. Allow yourself to soften. Through this practice, we've released a lot of emotional energy and tension. So feel that sense of lightness in your body and in your mind. Slowly release. Right hand, left side of head, gently press away. Inhale back to center, other side. Inhale back to center, and then set yourself up for your Savasana. You can use the props however you'd like to. I'm going to bring a bolster underneath my knees. Come all the way down. Extend your arms out, palms facing up in a gesture of receptivity. As we allow our practice to integrate. Take some deep breaths. Every part of you relaxed, head relaxed. Gently move your jaw from side to side to make sure it's relaxed. Neck, shoulders relaxed. Chest, arms relaxed. Hips, legs relaxed. Feeling that sense of lightness in your body. As we've released those things that don't serve you, come back into your natural state. That is pure peace, joy, and love. Now I encourage you to stay in your Savasana for as long as you need, for as long as you like.